Hey DCO, my name's Ryan Foreman, and I'm making this video for y'all, answering some questions that I've received about college life and all that. Some of you, a lot of you probably know me. Graduated 2020 from Langham Creek High School. Now I'm at UT studying business and doing track. I've got 6 questions that I'm going to answer for you guys, and we'll just get it started. What is my best advice for time management? What's helped me is using a planner, like a calendar, like an online calendar, and then like also writing in a planner, reading all my syllabi for my classes, doing those things, of course, but being like holding yourself accountable for it. Don't actually, put a lot of effort into the thought of scheduling out your day and sticking to it, not just doing it and doing it for a little bit and then just giving up on it. Because that was a problem I had in high school a lot of the time. Was I would, at the start of the year, at the start of each semester, I'd be coming off the summer, I'd be ready to go, and then 2 weeks in, I'd just be burned out, and then I wouldn't really try anymore. But sticking with it and continuing to push yourself in that way, that's my best advice. The next question is, what is your best advice regarding social media? This is a big one, I think, for a lot of people, especially for our generation today. What my advice is, and this is what I did, is I set time limits on my social media. I'm at the point where I never downloaded TikTok. I don't really use Twitter or anything. I just occasionally will use Snapchat or Instagram. And I set a limit for about 15 minutes each day. So after I max that out, it shuts it off and I'm not allowed to use it anymore. My phone just does that for me. And I think it's, of course, if you can still use it in a positive way. I just say be careful. Don't let it drag you down mentally. Don't let it eat you up inside, make you feel bad about yourself, or let it take too much time out of your day. I think that's a big thing. People can go on TikTok and just scroll for hours, and then there goes hours. So yeah, that's my best advice. That's a pretty hard thing to do. Definitely kind of build into that. Okay, so the next question is, what is something you're involved in that made a significant impact in your life? Well, what my choice is basketball for sure. Playing sports, and specifically basketball. I think sports there's a great aspect to them that not a lot of other things have. That it just creates a lot of different life skills that you need. Of course, it sounds so cliche. It sounds like every essay you write in English or something, or like every college application, like I did this, whatever. But I am a serious believer that playing the sport does seriously impact your life, especially with playing basketball at Langham with Coach Amon. I mean, he was a great life coach and prepared us well, gave us life lessons and prepared us well for life. And that also, that taught me like time management, because playing sport is a huge time commitment, and you have to learn how to balance your school life and your sport life. And so yeah, that's definitely the thing that has impacted me the most that I did. My next question is, what surprised you the most about college or after graduating high school? I don't know, this is maybe specific to me, but it was weird because coming to college, the thing that surprised me the most was this motivation I almost got, or just like urge to always be my best. And I think it may have to do with just living on your own. I think there's an element that comes with living on your own that is very powerful, and it can be pretty daunting. So it can cause you to be scared, and then because of that, you can create distractions for yourself, which can be bad, but also it can cause you to realize that like you do have to work a lot harder, and you have to work hard and create success for yourself, however that may be. But just that urge within me to always be doing more, that I've never really had. I've had, but not to this extent. That was definitely my biggest surprise, because that was the last thing I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be freedom, I'm just gonna be enjoying my life, going out every weekend, doing this and that and the other, but turns out it's not exactly how it panned out. One thing I wish I could tell my high school self would be probably just do your best all the time. This is something that I've been telling myself a lot lately, that I wish I would tell myself back in high school was, there's a lot of anxiety around. I know I've suffered from anxiety. I know a bunch of other people who have suffered from it. I'm sure a lot of you guys do too, just with how the world is nowadays. But the thing is having that anxiety only creates really problems. Like when you're anxious, it just it makes it harder for you to be productive and get good things done. So, and it's usually like without like a lot of the time, like everything works out, everything pans out how it should, and even if it doesn't, then that probably is, it's a pivot for you to go in another direction. Like when things don't work out how you think they're supposed to, then it's usually like a sign that you should go in this different direction or something like that. Like everything usually happens for a reason, and just always do your best and let life do its thing. So yeah, just telling my high school self to just take it day by day, take a deep breath, and whenever I get worked up, and just keep moving forward. And my last question of the day is, how did you choose your major? I chose my major by applying for engineering and getting denied. I thought I wanted to be an engineer. It turns out I don't. I really don't want to, now that I've been denied and I've been in college. It doesn't seem appealing to me anymore. And I've decided to go with business, which currently I'm undeclared, but I'm going into this next year, I'm going to apply for business. So that's the idea right now. But choosing that came just with, research and time. And this is another one of those things, going back to the last question about anxiety. It can create a lot of stress trying to feel like you have to know what you want to do, because it's like, oh wow, like in middle school they're telling us like, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up, like, and like actually have us going into it like no idea. Like I still really don't know. I could still be wrong, but it's not as big of a deal as everybody makes it out to be. I would just let time, and I would put in time and research and explore, but also at the same time let it come to you, because it will eventually come to you. You'll know what you want to do, and it's just another one of those things that'll work out. Yeah, well, that's my video. I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you have a good rest of the year. Good luck to the class of 2021. I look forward to y'all enjoying y'all's college experiences and everybody else coming soon. You'll have a great year.